Hey, it's Sandy with Quilted Treasures and More. I'm going to check something real quick here. Okay, I think everything's good to go. It looks like it's good to go. Okay. Hi! I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I feel like I haven't been painting with anybody in forever. I had a fall festival yesterday, or pecan festival. So I have been busy getting ready for that. And last Sunday, I just said, okay, look, I've got to have a few more hours to get some things done. And so I did not do a live last Sunday and I missed it. I was just like, man, I just want to sit down and just kind of relax and just paint a little bit and just chat with everybody. So as you hop on, say hi. And we are going to do a Christmas cowboy boot tonight. So we're going to get started on that. What I'm going to do first is I am going to go ahead and do the white part of the fluff on the Santa hat. If you can see the Santa hat up here on top of the boot, I'm going to go ahead and do the white fluffy part of the Santa hat and get that taken care of. And then we're going to start on the boot itself. You might hear a little bit of an echo. I'm actually doing setup just a little bit different tonight. And so I am hoping that we have some of the kinks worked out by doing it this way. However, I could not get the phone mic to completely mute for whatever reason. So who's traveling? Who's already gone out of town? Who's got family in town? And what kind of big plans have you got for Thanksgiving week? I know a lot of kids are out of school all week long. Some have to go for a few days. We are out all week long, so um, I'm excited. Number one, to sleep late, but number two, just to just to get a little downtime and get ready for seeing family and friends. We've had Christmas orders coming in. We had the festival, paint parties. Got another paint party coming up. Did a paint party here a few weeks back. Well, no, it wasn't a few weeks back. It seems when you're getting ready for a festival, it seems like everything is either way far away or way behind you. And so the paint party feels like it was several weeks ago, but in reality, it really wasn't. It was just maybe 3 weeks ago now. It's hard to keep up sometimes when you've got so many, different things on the calendar between your personal stuff and business stuff, and so you kind of lose track of exactly how far back it was or how far forward it is. Okay, so we have the fluff on the Santa hat. I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes. I'm gonna start on the boots. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the bottom part a dark brown, and then I'm gonna do the top part. I'm debating. I'm either gonna do a light brown or I am going to do maybe either a sea breeze or a Bahama blue color. I'm not real sure. So we're gonna figure that one out here momentarily. But the bottom part, I'm going to do dark brown. So I'm going to jump onto the dark brown. That's kind of a little different because normally I work from my lighter colors to my darker colors. but I want to get the bottom part of the boot done because I've got to work my way around some of these lights. If I cover up the lights with the chocolate brown, then I've got to work a little harder to get white back on them. So, not saying I won't have to do some touch up, but I'm going to try to keep it off the lights as much as possible. Okay, brush, 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 brush. I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to save that one for white. I am thinking about that size though. It should be a fairly good size to get in between things. All right, so here we go with the chocolate brown. We're just going to work our way around the lights as best we can. I may have to do a little touch up here or there, but I'm going to try not to. Now the little lines that you may see on here, the little lines are actually the strings for the lights. And so I'm not worried about covering those up because they're going to be covered either black or colored black or green, dark green. So I'm not worried about those. It's the little lights themselves that I don't really want to cover with brown because I know if I do, then I'm going to have to work to get the different colors on the light bulbs. So this may take just a little bit longer, but we're going to work with it and see what happens. I should have put a lot more dark chocolate in there. I knew that was a big area. I was being stingy with the dark chocolate. So I hope everybody has a really good holiday coming up. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's a few days early, but I probably will not be on live anytime the next few days. So wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving now while I have a chance. If you're traveling, I hope you have safe travels. If you've got family coming in, I hope they have safe travels. I've been wanting to do this cowboy boot for a few weeks. And then I came across the Christmas church that I did 2 weeks ago. And so I moved the boots back and I thought I was going to do them last Sunday. But then, like I said, I was getting ready for the festival and I just needed a little extra time. So we didn't do a live last Sunday. The festival was cold, y'all. Oh my goodness. If we could have got a coffee truck to come to the festival, I think they would have sold out. It was so doggone cold. And what was crazy is it didn't start out that way. We got there and we were setting up, and I was like, man, all I had on was t-shirt and flannel shirt. That's all I had on. I didn't even have my jacket on. I brought like jacket and like a little blanket thing to cover up and keep warm. And I didn't even have that on in the beginning. We got all set up, and I was thinking, man, this is actually nice. It'll be nice for folks to come out and check out all the vendors and hang out. There was music and food vendors, of course. So I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a good day. And then the wind picked up. And once the wind picked up, I was like, oh my goodness. So we did have some sun come out though, and it did warm it up a little bit, thankfully. And we had a good number of people come out and check things out. Like I said, there was good music, good food. Vendors had lots of things for Christmas options, for gifts. I had uh, I had a full tent as far as the door hangers, and I took Christmas ornaments. I haven't really said a whole lot about Christmas ornaments, but if you are part of a Christmas ornament swap, we do have $10 ornament options. I know a lot of times $10 is the limit on ornament swaps, and we do make and have available the ornaments for ornament swaps. All you need to do is contact me, email, Facebook, and I can give you the details and show you some of the ones that we already have made up because uh, we have quite a few that we've already made and have ready for the ornament swaps. We started that last year. We actually had a couple of requests for ornament swap ornaments. So we got them together and I boo-booed there. I just realized that get off of there. That is not uh that is going over that boot line. So I got to get that off of there. I went over down here too, but I'm not so worried about this one because the bottom of it will be black. So I'm not too worried about making sure that gets cleaned up. All right, so let's finish out this one. And then I'll have to put another coat of the chocolate. May have to, I'm gonna go for it. I'll have to do a little touch-up work, but it's okay. All right, so there's the bottom part of the boot or boots. I'm gonna go ahead and put a second coat on real quick. And then I can move to the top portion of the boot where it's going to be colored. And that could be all different colors. I actually pulled out a light brown thinking I might do the light brown, but I think I want to do the blue. This is actually the first pair of boots that I've done. I actually have several templates with boots, but this is the first time I've ever actually painted one of the boot templates. But I thought this one was so cool with the Christmas lights and the Santa hat on it. I'm like, oh yeah, we got to do this one. Of course, when my daughter saw it, she's like, oh, I need one of those. I'm like, huh, where are you going to put one more thing in this bedroom of yours? Between posters and dance stuff and horse stuff. I'm like, good grief. My room was just decorated with a lot of band stuff, bands that I liked. And I loved horses too, but I didn't I didn't have any horse posters or anything like that. She's got posters and pictures, and then you add in the boy band stuff, and she doesn't have every inch of wall space covered because I kind of try to keep that reined in just a little bit. I moved some wet paint. It's the only thing about the chocolate brown. When it is wet, if you try to go back and add or move it around a little bit, 9 times out of 10, you're going to create a hole in the paint because it shifts the paint around rather than adding to the paint. I'm not worried about getting this completely covered. I want it to be a good layer, but I am going to come back and try to give it a dusty look at some point. Add a little dirt to the boots. Okay, now the very bottom of this heel, um, I don't know that I want to, well, I think I'll do that black too. I'm just going to do all of the bottom black. I think. Do. Okay, let's go with Bahama Blue. I was going back and forth between Sea Breeze. Ah, I can't get the paint open. And it's not even got that much of a buildup. Oh my goodness. The ends of my fingers are starting to suffer from the summertime. Good grief, the wintertime issues of splitting and all, especially when you're working with t-shirts and bleaching t-shirts. I had a large t-shirt order, and while trying to finish it up, of course, the temperature changed, and so it was a little rough on the hands. So we're just working our way around the Christmas lights now with the secondary color for our boots, the lighter color, the top color. And I'm using Bahama Blue. And from here, I'm going to do the Santa hat, and then I'll get the Christmas lights because I'm going to have to touch up a little bit with some white, just like I did there. Oh my goodness. Which a lot of that I can get up. I hear my dog doing something, but I can't figure out what he's doing. I thought he was back here behind me drinking water, but he's not. I'm like, where are you? Okay, getting close to getting this first coat finished, and you can kind of see a little better what they're going to look like. See the layout a little better. So if you keep up with the posts and stuff and you were wondering, well, gosh, I didn't see as many posts this week, that would be why. As the weekend got closer, things just got a little busier with trying to make sure I had everything packed and ready to go, everything finished up. So that would be why you didn't see as many posts from me toward the end of the week. Oop, got a little bit over here that I didn't realize. Okay, so you can see it starting to take shape. Our boots with the brown and the blue. Now I'm going to switch to the red and let the blue sit there for a few minutes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spin it around and put the red on this side so that way I can reach it a little easier. And I'm using Santa Red for my Santa Claus hat. We're going to get one more bigger brush. And just work our way around the little fluff. Some of you may be wondering, is she going to put snow tech on this? Because she puts snow tech on everything that's either fluffy or snowy. No, I'm not going to do snow tech on this one. I'm going to just paint this one and let it be. Snow tech is very pretty on door hangers and home decor pieces, but I try not to go overboard and use it on every piece because not everybody likes snow tech. I do spray a silk coat over it, so in theory, it should not come off. But not everything is foolproof. So while I have had good success with spray seal coating it and it staying on, I have had one or two where, and I'm not talking like it, looked like it snowed afterwards. It's just a few of the pieces that were probably built up just a fuzz too high anyway. As I was handling it, I'd have a few pieces come off in my hand. Now, it didn't change the look of the door hanger or the piece any. It still had plenty on there. And I'd rather it come off while it's still with me than after it gets home, you know, to its new home. Because at least while it's still with me, I can do any touch ups or fixes if I need to. But a lot of times while I'm building the snow tech, it's those little bit higher places that if I get it just a fuzz too high, the seal coat won't cover it well enough that it'll stay on. And it usually comes off in just me handling the piece. But again, it's not a ton. It's usually just a little bit here and there. I am not sure that is part of the hat. It's not part of the boot. Maybe I was supposed to leave that white. Whoops. Hmm. I don't know. I'll think about it and come back to it in a minute. All right, a little more Santa red. What it may be is like a gap between the hat and the boot, and I should have left it white. But I can go back and actually put like buttermilk over it. And by putting buttermilk over it, it will cover it back up. And that's buttermilk paint. That's not actually buttermilk. Just just in case you were wondering. She's gonna put buttermilk on her door hanger? No, that's the color. Not actual buttermilk. Yeah, I could hear some of y'all and what y'all were thinking out there. Ah, little too quick with my brush there. I'll have to touch up my white. So just putting that second coat on the Santa red and getting the hat evenly coated. All right, now I'm going to spin it back around because I need to come back to the blue. Let's see, which one is my blue? Nope, that's white. So this one must be blue. I'm going to come back to the blue, rinse out the red one. Come back to the blue and put a second coat on it. This week you'll be seeing a bunch of Christmas posts, and you'll be seeing a lot of Christmas posts from now until probably there's my puppy dog. Hey, puppy. His name's Charlie. Charlie's wandering around, seeing what everybody's doing. Christmas posts, you'll see those until probably the second week in December, and then I'll start changing and going back to just some of the generic stuff. And then you'll start seeing Valentine's come into the picture shortly after Christmas. And I'll be posting, I can't believe I'm already saying this because I feel like we just started with Christmas stuff, but the cutoff for Christmas orders will be coming up real soon. I've got to look at a calendar and figure out when I'm going to do the cutoff date. And then I'll post that for everybody to see. All right, so we've got our second coat of blue, and one little spot right up here that I forgot. Now what I'm going to do is get a round brush, and I'm going to dip in the white, and I'm just going to do some touch-ups where I've got some boo-boos, and then of course for the lights, I want to make sure that I can get the right color. Or get the color to be bright when I start putting the color of the lights on here. So just going to go over and make sure that the lights don't have any additional colors in them, that they're all white. I did have a few that kind of boo-booed and went over the line. It happens from time to time. Don't forget, even if you're watching on a replay, put hashtag replay and tell me where you're watching from. Or just say hi to me if you're a regular on here, and I pretty much know where you're watching from. You can just put hashtag replay or just put replay and say hi. And that way I kind of know who's watched replays and who was with me live. That's why I like it when y'all tell me hello. That way I know who's hanging out with me. Of course, we'll have a few days of downtime this week with Thanksgiving holiday. Gotta have some downtime to just catch your breath and rejuvenate. get your energy level back up so you can get Christmas orders taken care of. So, got that planned into the schedule, spending time with the family. One thing I've learned with having my own business, sometimes it's hard for me to just be off because I tend to always have my brain in thinking gear for the business. So, like if I'm out somewhere shopping or picking up things and I see something and I'm like, oh, that would look really cool on, piece of wood or a t-shirt or um, canvas. So sometimes it's hard to just not think, not be business minded and look at everything through business glasses, so to speak. But we've scheduled in a couple of days this week to where we are going to just focus on family and focus on a little downtime, take advantage of school being out and sleeping in. Hallelujah. Now I am putting color on this, so I really don't have to be this picky, but I don't know. Periodically, I think I have momentary OCD where it's like, actually, I can't say OCD. It's perfectionism is what it amounts to. That's what it amounts to. It's like, oh, I've got to get it covered. I got to get it covered. It's like you're going to put a color on top of it. It doesn't have to be colored white exactly. It's going to change colors momentarily. So now with the fluff up here, it is white. So I do have to make sure that I fix my boo-boos here. And I don't even know. Oh, that wasn't paint. Oh, that was something on there. Well, it's okay. We took care of that. That actually looks like it needs another coat of white. Did I only put one coat on that? I thought I put two, besides the base coat. Maybe I didn't. Okay, well, we'll spin it back around and let's see if I can figure out. I think that was the one that had white. Yes. Okay. All right, well, we'll come back with some more white, and that'll actually help the spots that needed to be touched up just a little. Phew! Oh, excuse me. Goodness. Being outside and breathing in, not necessarily cold air, because usually it's what's in the air, which thankfully I've been watching some of the fields not far from my house, noticing that the goldenrods are now brown. I'm like, yay, relief cometh. Unfortunately, I have seen a lot of ragweed blooming though, and I'm like, oh no, you need to hurry up and die off too, which cold temperatures will cause that to skedaddle out of here. And all of us allergy sufferers will be singing the Hallelujah chorus for a week on end because this time of year, hay fever is, whew. And I know a lot of folks that have had to deal with the flu and some other kind of crud, as they're calling it. I hope and pray you and your family have a very healthy Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, very safe trip, safe travels. If you've got family, like I said earlier, I hope they have safe travels. Hope everyone stays well for the holiday, gets to enjoy family time, or maybe just resting time. Maybe that's you. Maybe you just need resting time. I hope you get resting time this weekend over the holiday. Okay, sweet. So we've got the Santa hat taken care of, and we have the back part of the boot taken care of. And somehow I've managed to splash or flick white paint on my blue in a couple of places. Well, let me fix my boo-boo real quick. Now we're going to get to painting lights. Now I'm going to set that off to the side because I'm actually going to do this just straight out of the bottle lid. And I know that probably sounds weird to some. Let's light up the colors here, see what I've got, and see. Uh, let's see what I want to do. Oh, I don't have a yellow. Oh, I need yellow. Sunshine yellow? No, let's not do sunshine yellow. Let's do Fiesta yellow. Okay, so red, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, pink. Yes, okay, fabulous. We'll start with red, and I'm gonna get, nope, not that one. I need another round brush. We're gonna go for a smaller one. I think, oh no, that one's too long. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just going to randomly pick some lights here and start filling in some colors. And I am going to do the bottom, probably a dark green. I've got a 7. I've got 7 colors, so I'm going to count 7 lights and make this go a little quicker. Rather than me just going, let's see. We'll count every 7 lights and put a red one. See what we come up with. I probably could have grabbed a filbert tip brush, the little flat brush that has the round tip on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll leave that one. All right, let's come back and add another coat of red, and then we'll move on to purple. Now, I'm going to have to be careful with the way I'm doing this because I will end up sticking my hand or my arm, my elbow in paint somewhere along the line. Okay, so there's red. Check. Rinse the brush off. And move to purple. This is lavender. So what y'all think about the cowboy boots? Christmas cowboy boots. Or maybe it's just a cowboy Christmas. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that can't work. That'll put two purples next to each other. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna put a purple here. I'll have to do an odd color over there. That's okay. Sometimes you have to make adjustments. These aren't exactly laid out perfectly from each other, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna make sure that the purple is close to the red, and we will just work it out from there. And then come back and add a second coat just to make sure they are covered well. Move on to our true blue color. Our boots are going to be so festive with their pretty lights. We'll make this one up here blue. Nope, nope, got to do a second coat. Almost forgot. Touch up just a little there because that one was still pretty wet. So it's all I'm doing is moving paint around. So add just a little touch. Oh goodness. That one was like sealed. All right, we're getting closer. Getting closer to our festive cowboy boots. Okay, let's see. Red, purple, blue, green. Red, purple, blue. Here we go. Green goes here. And red, purple, blue. Is that the only greens? That can't be. I'm gonna put a green down here. All right, add our second coat. Next, we'll do yellow, and then we've just got a couple of colors left. Green, yellow. Now, with this being what they call patio paint, I may not have to. I don't really have to put a second coat because this is a thicker paint and it covers really well. Ah, look at all the colors on our cowboy boots. I have got a glob of yellow paint on me, and if I don't get it off, I will have it somewhere where it does not belong. I can go ahead and tell now. Oh, I got two little dots of yellow. Thankfully, that was not. Okay, let's see here. We'll do orange out here. And then we'll do orange up here. And I'm gonna do an orange here. Somehow my counting system did not work out right. I'm not real sure what I did. I think I went a wrong direction when I probably went left when I should have gone right, or maybe I went right when I should have gone left. All right, so we're going to add in a little pink. Ooh, that did not mix up well. Let's try that again. Put a pink one here. And we'll add a pink one here. Okay, so now we only have two left. Whoops. Let me put a second coat. Now then, I may add the mint color just for a little bit of difference, for a couple of oddball light colors. This one may not show up so well here. Oh, I don't know. Once I get the black on there, it may stand out okay. Once I outline it, it may be all right. Yeehaw, y'all! It's a cowboy Christmas. Cowboy boot Christmas. All right, I'm gonna get a forest green here because it's darker, and we're gonna use it for just the tip ends of the lights. It should cover pretty good. We'll have to add a little bit of a second coat, but not much. And we are almost finished with our cowboy boots. You know, the one thing about this year, it's kind of crazy because sometimes I can't show Christmas stuff until like right up to Christmas. And the reason being is because it's Christmas gifts. And so over the holiday, you'll see me showing Christmas things, but it was things that I couldn't show really beforehand because they were Christmas gifts. And you've probably heard me tell the story of where I had a daughter order a door hanger, and she knew her mom followed my page as well. And she says, "Look, if mom calls and orders one of these, you just tell her that you'll get it to her, and then I'm going to surprise her with one." I said, "Okay." So sure enough, her mom calls and says, "Hey, I want to order one of those." I'm like, "Okay." So then I sent her daughter a message and I said, "Yep, she called me." She's like, "Okay, just let me know when both of ours are done," because she ordered one for herself and one for her mom. She said, and we'll get it all squared away. I said, "Okay." So that was kind of funny. It's like, if she calls, just tell her, "Yeah, take her order, but don't tell her I'm ordering her one." Of course, before pickup, she had to tell her, yeah, "Hey, look, I ordered you one too." So just covering the little plug parts of our lights, and then, of course, we'll have to outline all of this with black so they'll be well defined. Trying to keep my hand out of the paint. Hand, arm, clothes, all that good stuff. Okay, and the Christmas lights are actually still wet, so I'm trying to kind of dance around them a little bit and do some other things. I still have to put the black on the bottom, and so I'm going to work on that now while some of this is drying. And then I've got to work on the stitching. There's actually stitching that is on these boots, and I think I'm going to use a paint pen. I've got a gold one that I purchased, and so I'm gonna use that paint pen. Let's see here. Find one that I used with a different color and do the heel and the bottom black. Now, the thing about doing it black is that when I go to do the line for the string of lights, it's not going to show up coming across this black. So I'm going to have to probably, well, you know what? I've got color. This is all color. I could use white for the string if I wanted to. It'll actually help it show up. All right, ta-da! There's the bottom of the boots. We are so close to being finished up. All right, right now I'm going to get this gold pen and I am going to work on the stitch lines here on the boots, and we're going to make them gold. So I'm just following stitching lines. And I like the gold color for these. It'll give it just a little bit of a sparkle or a shimmer. Now what's crazy is I have no idea what this one is because it comes all the way down to the boot, to the bottom of the boot, and normally your stitch lines don't do that. And so I'm a little confused as to what I'm looking at here. I'm gonna hold off on any more with the gold for right now. Now I'm gonna get my black paint pen, or I may just use this black one. And I'm gonna start adding the lines where you can see the definition for the boots and the hat and all that good stuff. So I know my boots are separated here, so we're just gonna come down, go ahead and separate our boots. And while I'm down here, I can clean up my edge for the bottom of the boot. I may have put my head in the way, I'm sorry. Gotta see what I'm doing here. All right, so that's Christmas string, that's Christmas string. Okay, here we go. We gotta get this edge. Check it out, starting to take shape. And again, I'm not real sure what this is, so I've got to kind of look at that for a few minutes. I'm going to flip these around and go around the hat and get the hat taken care of. So now you can begin to see, oh, I got to go over that one. I forgot about putting color back on that one so that it comes out as being the in-between piece. Oop. Do. Need to prime it just a little. There we go. Go back over a couple of these, darken them up. the edge of the boot there. I could leave that as being a back part of the hat, so it wouldn't look bad. Okay, now let's see what we got going on here. I'll add a little extra around the edge. Now we need to get the white. I'm going to come back with a very skinny tip black. It's in the bucket behind me. I have to get that bucket in just a second. All right, so for this, what I'm doing is I am doing the string for the lights in white. So funny enough, the string just kind of comes down in a couple of places. That's kind of weird looking. Not real sure why the string does that. And I could have picked a different color for the string. I could have used black, but the black was not going to show up very well. And I could have used green. So I'm just going over the white lines again. Just darkening them up a little bit. And showing that they go around the boots. Then what I can do is take, I don't know, I don't think I'm going to do anything there. Okay. I do need to come back up here and add my lines there. And then I think I may take some silver and add some silver to the hat, to the fluff of the hat. All right, there's our boots. Oh no, I have to outline those. Hold the phone, time out. Let me find, here we go. Find a skinny black marker. Okay, now it's like, wait a minute, we're not finished yet. I've got to fix the lights so that you can see them well defined. And then we will be all finished. I knew something didn't look right, quite right. All right, I'm gonna turn it sideways just for a few minutes. So that way I know I'm not gonna be dragging black paint from one end of this door hanger to the other. Almost done, almost done. One there and one there. Now then, I'll take my really skinny. Ooh, thought. Normally I do that with white, but what if I do it with silver? Ah, avalanche. One of my projects this week, while I have a little downtime, is to clean up my crafting table. You can kind of see all the fun stuff over here, but yeah, it's time. I keep scooching closer and closer to the edge of my table here. All right, so what I'm going to do with the silver is I'm just going to put some, I call them sparkle marks, or glint marks. They have, and I'm not doing them all the same way. A lot of times we make sure we get them done all the same way. I did not do them all the same way that time. Oh my goodness, y'all. Check out the boots. I love them. Now all we need is a little glitter and the, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But we could put a little glitter, you know. We could do a little glitter. My feelings wouldn't be totally hurt. Okay, I am going to do this one gold. I have no idea. All I can figure is this is a stitch line that comes all the way down. I can't say that I've seen that. Maybe I have. I don't remember seeing it that way. My daughter has a pair of boots very similar to this. I do not remember seeing her boots look like that. But hey, we'll go with it. I'm probably gonna darken this up a couple of more times just because I want the white to be solid. I should have stopped the stitch line coming all the way down, but I did not. I wasn't thinking. Okay, we are done. We are finished with our cowboy boots. I said I was gonna put some dirt on them, but you know what? I think they are great just the way they are. I don't think I need to put any dirt on them. Maybe they are a brand new pair of cowboy boots from Santa himself. Well, thank you so much for joining me again. If you're watching it on the replay, just put replay and tell me hello and where you're watching from, or you can put hashtag replay. Either way will be fine. And I hope everyone has a very happy Thanksgiving. And I will see you next Sunday night, I'm pretty sure, unless something weird and bizarre comes up. Like I said, I missed last week. I missed sitting here and just enjoying painting and relaxing and chit-chatting about things going on. Like I said, it had been a busy couple of weeks getting ready for our festival yesterday. And now that the festival's over with, gonna finish out Christmas orders and I'll put a deadline on that. It'll be coming up sooner than you think. But in the meantime, still open for Christmas orders. So mugs, tumblers, the little cases for AirPods and earbuds, those are still available. Make great stocking stuffers, as well as, of course, door hangers. And of course, we also do the easel art or home decor pieces, which are about 14 inches. And they sit on just a plate stand or a little wooden easel. Make great gifts as well. Well, have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving once again, and we'll see you soon.